Hi guys, Sahara here. I'm super excited to finally be sharing a what sold video with you guys. I sold over $2,000 worth of items in the second week of June. They say the summer slowdown is a thing, and I do believe it, but I also think that if you're always growing your reselling business, then summer slowdown shouldn't affect you too much. You know, if you're always scaling and growing and working on getting to that next level, then your sales should still stay pretty steady, or at least the same, if not even grow during the summer. And so that's what's happening for my business right now, it seems. And so I'm super excited to share with you guys the best and a few of the worst sales for the second week of June 2023. Let's get right into it. Okay, so the first item that sold was these Clarks Mary Jane heels. I got these at the bin, so I probably paid $1, $2 maybe for them. They were in pretty good condition. I kind of had stopped picking up Clarks for a while because I felt like I wasn't having good luck for it. But I was like, that was when I was first getting into reselling full time, and I was kind of picking up like every Clarks I saw because I heard they were good, and they weren't always in the best condition. And so I feel like with Clarks, you want to find more substantial pieces like these Mary Janes were, and in better condition for sure, because there are a lot of them out there for sale. The next item was these YMI jeans that sold on Poshmark. They sold with discounted shipping, so I only made about $10, but they were a size 1, and so if you can make $10 off a size 1, you can make more like 15 to 20 off bigger sizes. And I got these from the bins. The reason I'm sharing them is just because I feel like they're a good bins pickup. They usually sell really fast for me, and you specifically want to find this line from them. Okay, the next thing was some Skechers Goga Mat slip-ons. I feel like a lot of people at my bins pass on Skechers, and I think other resellers do too, honestly. But Skechers, like, they sell pretty consistently for me, and they don't sit around long, and I can usually always get around $20 for them if they're in good condition like these. So I'm perfectly happy with that, picking them up at the bins, or even if you live somewhere where there's, small town thrift stores or just smaller thrift stores where things are priced cheaper, where they have shoes for just $2 or $3, they're definitely worth grabbing in my opinion. Okay, the next thing that sold was this super huge bundle. Oh my gosh, I was super happy this sold because a lot of these items came from the estate closet lot that I got recently, where I was given a bunch of items for free. So these were brands I wouldn't usually sell, like this Chaps top, this Impulse one, this Dana Buchman. A lot of these came from that, and then a few others were things I'd had sitting for a while, like this Christian Siriana top. What else? The American Eagle, even this Knox Rose in a size small had been sitting. So I was super happy when this sold. I got an offer on it, I think, and I just took the offer. And so I made $124 off of that bundle. And let's see, how many items was it? 17 items. So probably around like $8 an item. I don't know. I can't do math in my head that fast. Let's see. 124 divided by 17. Yeah, $7.29 an item. Like at least 6 of them were things I got for free, and most everything else came from the bins. So that is not a bad flip at all for me. Super happy with that. The next item was another thing I got in the closet lot. It was these new with tag Skechers. These sold within like a day of listing them for an offer of $40. Was super happy with that. I had nothing into them, and I made about, I think, $33 or so after Poshmark fees. The next item was one of my favorite brands you've probably heard me talk about before if you've seen my other videos. It is the Oh My Gauze brand. It's a very gauzy cotton log and look beachy kind of fabric. It's always 100% cotton. Their stuff always sells so fast for me. This sold in probably a week or so of listing it for $27, and I got it from the bins. And I love these too because they make a lot of pants and stuff, and I feel like this kind of gauzy material and like linen stuff, it's super easy to just like walk down the aisle the pant aisle and like just look for that fabric. Like, don't look at all the labels, don't look at all the tags. Like, literally just walk the pant aisle really fast, like in a couple minutes or less, and just look for this kind of gauzy fabric. And if you find it, it might be this brand, or it might be a comparable brand that's worth looking up at least. Or you can also do the same thing and look for linen fabric. I do that as well. Okay, the next bundle, this was not like an amazing profit or anything like that. I mean, considering most of these came from the bins, it really wasn't too bad, but these were items I'd had sitting for so long. Okay, the only thing that was a new item was these dance goes I'd recently gotten from the bins, but these other shoes, oh my gosh, I've had them for like a year and a half, 2 years, maybe even longer, like when I very first started reselling. And same with this little cover up, like swimsuit crochet cover up. I had that for so long. I thought it was going to sell so much faster. So when somebody put all these in a bundle and sent me an offer, I was ecstatic. I was like, you can have the dance goes, like, and everything else basically for free. Like, I practically don't care. I was so happy to have it gone because I was really considering redonating these Dr. Scholl's because they were just so not attractive looking to me, and I was like, nobody is ever gonna buy these. Like, why did I pick them up? Because I did not know any better and I did not check comps. So please learn from my mistakes. If you are getting into reselling, make sure you are checking comps because it's also one of the best ways for you to learn. Not only will you save yourself from having stuff sitting in your house that's going to take years to sell, but you will also learn so much from checking the comps. So make sure you're doing that before you buy the items. And yeah, so that was a good sale. And I wanted to say that I'm crediting this sale to Posture VA. I just finally recently got Posture VA because I learned that it has a feature that allows you to relist and delist the old inventory and relist the items. Sorry, I was mixing that up. But yeah, so that's a super awesome feature on Poshmark. You just go up here, and I can't do it because I've already done it to like my whole closet. But you literally just set how many you want to do. Let's just try. I might have a couple things I would do. And then you just start it and you just close it out and it just does it for you. Is that not awesome? Like, it's seriously amazing. And it's only $25 a month, so that's pretty reasonable. I don't have a referral code or anything like that, but if you go to some bigger reseller channels, they probably have a referral code. I think I got mine from McThriftsy. And so yeah, I use that. I use the share a little bit just because I like how it runs in the background, but I also use FLYP to share my items, and I will share a referral link for that below. I love FLYP because it is completely free. So if you're not really interested in the relist, delist thing or anything like that, you can at least share your listings automatically using FLYP. So I will link that below. The next item is this North Face. It was like a kind of Sherpa fleece jacket. I got this from the bins. I don't find North Face that often because I live in Florida. I feel like people don't have as many winter coats and jackets and stuff. But I was super happy to find this. I don't find North Face often much either. So yeah, definitely a good find. I've had this. I found it like a little bit as winter was like ending. So I was like, oh dang it, I wish I'd found this a couple months ago. But yeah, I've probably had it about 4 months or so, and it finally sold for $36. I was definitely happy about that. The next item was this Torrid size 2, which is a 2X, like pink floral cage top, super cute. I love picking up Torrid. I can't really remember if I got this from the bins or if I got it from the regular Goodwill. Their super soft knits line seems to do really well, so definitely keep an eye out for that. This was a bins pickup, and it sold literally next day. I just kind of have been learning recently about paying attention to the prints on things, and like, to me, like novelty prints, like they're not my personal style, so I probably would not pick them up like for a long time because of that. But I recently learned that a lot of people really like novelty prints. So when I saw this with the tulip print all over it, I thought that was really cute. And even though it was a petite small, it still sold next day on an offer for $16 on Mercari. And it came from the bins, so I probably had $1 or less into it. The next item was a new to me brand, these Anu men's hiking boots. These were in a really small size, a 7.5. So I was super glad they sold in less than a month or so. I did pay, I think, like $13.99 for them at the regular Goodwill, and they only sold for $30. So I like only doubled my money, but I did learn a new brand, and I feel like if they were a bigger size, I definitely could have gotten more for them. And hopefully, I'll find them next time for a lower cost of goods, because $14 is a little much, but they had a good sell-through rate, which is why I still picked them up. Okay, the next item is this Ralph Lauren purple label chambray denim shirt. This is what the purple label looks like. It's just a little bit different in color, and these chambray denim shirts by like Ralph Lauren are pretty desirable. This sold for $49 on eBay. I was super happy about that. I had it less than a month, and it came from the bins. The next item was some Kate Spade Ballet Flats. I got these in a thread-up box recently. They were kind of worn out for sure, so I did accept an offer of $24, and I was perfectly happy with that. I had $5.33 into them. The next item is another new to me brand that I learned when going through the estate closet lot that I was gifted. The brand is called Baggallini, and these have a really good sell-through rate. I was super impressed. There was like so many in the lot. The woman whose items it was must have really liked these. They're kind of like organizer bags. They have like so many pockets and stuff, and they're like a little bit water resistant, so pretty, practical. And so I can see why there's a demand for them. And so I had a bunch of these, and they all sold almost next day. So this is when I threw in the listing. I had bigger ones too, and they went for more like $30, but even these small crossbodies sold for $20. And literally like just a couple days later at the bins, and I saw one of these, and I knew what it was now. And I've, who knows how many times I've seen one of these, and I never knew what it was. So like I just ignored it because it didn't look like anything special. Like personally, these kind of nylon bags, I never would have thought there was much demand for them. I'm usually looking for like leather purses and stuff. So it's just a good to know, and like it just shows the more you learn, the more you research, the more you're willing to look things up. Some things will really surprise you. Okay, the next item was this, oh my gosh, so gorgeous Lily Pulitzer dress. I paid $20 for this. I do not usually pay up that much, but when I saw it was like a maxi, I was like, okay, this is worth it. And it sold in just a few weeks, I'd say maybe a month, but probably more like 2 or 3 weeks for not 130. It was an offer for like 110. So I was still super happy with that. After fees, I made probably like $75, $80 or so. So definitely a good pickup. I would pick up probably any Lily Pulitzer stuff this time of year. If it's like a maxi dress, I would say you could pay $20 to $30 for it, or even more if you check the comps on the specific style. But the shorter dresses, I probably wouldn't want to pay more than like $15. The next item was this awesome vintage Levi's trucker jacket. I had never found one of these before. This came from the bins. I found 2 in the same day. This one was in better condition. I listed it high for the comps. I listed it for $75.99, and I got an offer like a couple hours later for like $45, and I just took it. I was happy to have the quick flip, and I was trying to boost my sales that day. So you know what? It cost me barely anything. I will give them a great deal on it. So I was happy about that. The next item is another new to me brand that I got in the closet lot. It is called Le Sport Sac. I think these are pretty like vintage. Another like nylon organizer kind of bag. This sold for $22, and it sold in just a few days. Okay, the next item was this Bowden dress. I got this from the regular Goodwill. I paid $7.99 for it, and it sold for $30 in probably about a month. And I was super happy with that. Bowden, from what I've heard from other resellers and my experience, seems to be doing even better lately. So that's awesome. Because sometimes, like a brand can be good, and then some time goes by and it starts to falter off. But it seems like, if anything, Bowden is starting to do a little bit better than it was previously. So that's awesome. Okay, so the next item was another Skechers pickup. These are men's Arch Fit sneakers. I got these from the bin, so I had probably $1 or $2 into them, and they sold on an offer of $20. And these took probably 2 or 3 months to sell, but I really don't mind. That's still not that bad as far as a sell-through time for me.
Okay, the next item was definitely a new to me item. It's this Joan Rivers brooch. This is kind of a brand to look out for in like jewelry and vintage brooches and stuff. I got this in the Closet Lot. This sold in just a couple days for $48, I want to say, on an offer. So I was super happy about that. It was really cute. The next item was this Robbie Len. This is what the tag looks like. Vintage swimsuit. This is a good Bolo vintage swimwear brand. Had a really good sell-through rate. It really surprised me. I'm pretty sure I got it from the bins. And this sold for $25, I want to say, on an offer. So I had it for a few months. Probably 3, maybe 4 months. The next item was this Anthropology wide leg like halter jumpsuit. I was hoping this would sell quickly, and it did. It only took a few weeks, I would say. It was a size large, so that definitely helped it probably. And this sold for $30, I want to say. The next item was these Disney overalls, Mickey Mouse, super cute. These sold for $35 on an offer. And I had them listed for $55, but I got an offer just a couple hours after listing them, I feel like, or maybe the next day, and I just took it because I was making plenty of profit. I paid $5.99 for them, I want to say, and I was just happy to move them so fast. I love quick flips. The next item was these SAS Sandals. I am trying this brand out again because I feel like a lot of people pass on it, and I heard they're pretty good, so I figured I would try these. Got them at the bins, and they sold in a few weeks for $31. Okay, the next item was this J-Gel corduroy shirt. I got this at the bins, I believe, and it sold for $22.99. This was an extra large. I love picking up J-Gel. It had some like embroidery on the back, so that was really cute. J-Gel is definitely one of my favorite bread and butter brands. I will always pick up at the bins, almost always, and sometimes even pay up for at the regular thrift store. The larger sizes definitely do better. The next item was a brand that I have sold once before recently that is still pretty new to me. It is Able to Label, and it seems to have a really good following as far as Anthropology brands go, like in their maxi dresses, and this was a jumpsuit. So I got this at the regular Goodwill, paid $5.99 for it, and it sold for $25 in just a few weeks. Right, I think these are the worst sales, yes. So this Nordstrom jumpsuit, I got this from like a community yard sale. It was new with tags. It was by the brand Leath, which is sold at Nordstrom. I thought it was so cute. If it was my size, I would definitely wear it. But it wasn't. I paid like $2 or $3 for it, I want to say. And I've had it for probably, okay, I got this, I want to say like right after we had the hurricane. So I think I got this in like November. So that would be about 8 months. And it finally sold for $10 on Poshmark. So I only made $7.05. And so then you subtract what I paid for it, I only made like $3 or $4. So not the best sale for sure. This is usually a good brand, but I've had this top for probably about a year now. I'm pretty sure it came from the bin, so I didn't pay much for it, but I really just had higher hopes for it. I was doing so well with Pilgrim for a while, like their tops and stuff. I kept finding them, so then I found this one. I was like, oh, yay, another Pilgrim, another $25, $30. Nope. I think maybe it was like a mix of the style and the fact it was extra small, but this sat for probably close to like 9 months to a year maybe, and I only got $11 for it. Okay, another one that took so long to sell. Green background, that's old. I got this at Salvation Army probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago or something. I thought these were so cute. The little embroidered bumblebees on them, like that was so cute to me. I did not check comps at that time. I did not know. I wasn't even selling on eBay at that time. So yeah, I paid like $4.99 for these, and they finally sold for $12.99 on eBay. Definitely not a bolo. These are by the brand Jewels. Okay, the next item, I got this from Plato's Closet at a clearance sale. It only had $1 into it, and I thought it was like some really cute 90s like top, but I've had it listed for probably about 8 months now, and there's been like no interest. So I got an offer for like $7, and I just took it. So not like a horrible flip. I mean, I still made like $5, probably maybe 4 after fees or so, but definitely not a bolo. The brand was Dizzy Lizzy, by the way. Okay, and the last item. Oh wait, nope, I guess that's all. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped you. I am so thankful I had such a great week of sales, and I just pray that it just continues. I'm really trying to stay consistent listing every day. Like last week I set a goal of 25 listings a day and 5 listings a day to put in a draft bank, and I just started doing like a draft bank last week. My first week testing it out, and basically I saved 5 extra listings every day for a draft bank so that at the end of the week on Saturday I could take a day off from listing and I would just post all of the ones I'd saved. And so it worked out pretty well. I'd say it was kind of hard for me to do everything I wanted to do, stay consistent with like my health and working out every day and still get to 25. So this week I am experimenting with 20 listings a day and 5 for the draft bank. And it seems to be a more reachable goal. And basically if I hit that 20 and I get my 5 for the draft bank and I still have free time and I still want to list, I'll just list more items for that day or even save more in the drafts, you know? So that's kind of my plan. I've heard a lot of resellers lately talking about draft banks, and I think it's a great idea to like really just, you know, plan your business more professionally, like because listing every day is so important for the eBay algorithm to get your listings to more viewers and stuff. So I'm really excited to try that out, and I feel like doing that is going to help with the supposed summer slowdown. And I'm also trying to really look for like good brands and stuff in seasonal items, and so hopefully that goes well for me. I'm still picking up winter items and stuff, mostly at the bins, and like also at the regular store. I don't know why, like I when it comes to tops, I always prefer to look at the long sleeve tops over like the short sleeves and tank tops. I just feel like there's more value in the long sleeve stuff. I'm gonna go down the whole aisle. I'd rather go down that one, but those aren't really like the best for this season right now, and I have a lot of long sleeve tops in my inventory already, so I will probably try to experiment a little more with seeing if there are any like, you know, better tops and like short sleeves and tanks that are actually worth paying like $5 for at the thrift store. Like I'm sure there are, it can just be harder to find, I feel like. So yeah, that is what I'm doing currently with my business to try to boost sales and mitigate the supposed summer slowdown. And I just pray that my sales keep going well, and I pray that if you are a reseller, yours too as well. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me. It's been so fun starting this YouTube channel and watching it grow. So thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day.